The 2024 presidential race is a nail-biter. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are locked in a fierce battle. Every poll, every speech, every event could tip the scales. The tension is palpable. Americans are on edge. The stakes are incredibly high. For months, the race remained static. Polls showed a statistical dead heat. Neither candidate could gain a clear advantage. But something has changed. The race has tightened. The momentum seems to be shifting. Kamala Harris is changing the game. She's shifted her focus to a critical issue, the cost of living. Americans are struggling. Inflation is soaring. Wages aren't keeping up. Harris hears their concerns. She's offering solutions. This is a smart move. It's a winning issue for Democrats. It resonates with voters across the political spectrum. People are feeling the pinch. They want relief. They want a leader who understands their struggles. The cost of living is a major problem. It's a complex issue with many contributing factors. The pandemic disrupted supply chains. The war in Ukraine sent energy prices soaring. Government spending has increased. These factors have combined to create a perfect storm. Americans are feeling the pain. They're struggling to afford basic necessities. They're cutting back on spending. They're dipping into their savings. They're worried about the future. This is the reality for millions. Kamala Harris has a plan. She's proposing a series of policies to address the cost of living crisis. Her plan is ambitious, it's comprehensive. It's designed to provide immediate relief and long-term solutions. Harris's plan includes several key components. First, she wants to lower healthcare costs. Second, she wants to make childcare more affordable. Third, she wants to increase the minimum wage. Fourth, she wants to invest in affordable housing. Fifth, she wants to crack down on corporate price gouging. Section 5. Healthcare takes center stage. Healthcare is a major driver of the cost of living. Americans pay more for healthcare than any other country in the world. Yet, our health outcomes are often worse. This is unacceptable. Harris understands this. She's made healthcare a central part of her economic plan. She wants to lower the cost of prescription drugs. She wants to expand access to affordable health insurance. She wants to invest in preventative care. Section 6. Trump's economic narrative. Donald Trump has a very different economic vision. His approach to the economy is rooted in his belief that reducing taxes and cutting regulations will spur growth and prosperity. He often emphasizes that his policies are designed to unleash the potential of American businesses and create a more competitive environment. He believes in tax cuts for the wealthy. Trump argues that by lowering taxes for the rich, they will invest more in the economy, leading to job creation and higher wages for everyone. This trickle-down economic theory has been a cornerstone of his economic policy. He wants to deregulate industries. Trump contends that excessive regulations stifle business innovation and growth. By removing these barriers, he believes companies will be more free to expand, hire more workers, and contribute to economic growth. He thinks the government should stay out of the economy. Trump's philosophy is that a smaller government with less intervention will lead to a more efficient and dynamic economy. He often criticizes government programs and regulations as being burdensome and counterproductive. This approach has been tried before. Historically, similar policies have been implemented with mixed results. While some periods of economic growth have been attributed to tax cuts and deregulation, there have also been significant downsides. It doesn't work for working families. Critics argue that these policies disproportionately benefit the wealthy and do little to help the average American. They point out that the promised benefits often fail to materialize for those who need them most. Trump's policies benefit the wealthy and corporations. The primary beneficiaries of tax cuts and deregulation tend to be large corporations and high-income individuals. This has led to increased income inequality and a concentration of wealth at the top. They don't trickle down to the middle class. The idea that benefits for the wealthy will eventually reach the middle class has been widely debated. Many economists argue that the trickle-down effect is minimal and that middle-class families see little improvement in their financial situations. In fact, they often make things worse. When tax cuts lead to budget deficits, the government may cut spending on essential services, which can hurt working families. Additionally, deregulation can lead to economic instability and crises. Tax cuts for the rich lead to higher deficits. Reducing taxes without corresponding cuts in spending increases the national debt. This can have long-term negative effects on the economy, including higher interest rates and reduced investment in public services. Deregulation leads to environmental damage and consumer harm. Without adequate regulations, companies may cut corners to save costs, leading to environmental degradation and harm to consumers. This can result in long-term health and safety issues that outweigh any short-term economic gains. Section 7. A stark contrast in visions. The contrast between Harris and Trump couldn't be clearer. Harris believes in an economy that works for everyone. She wants to invest in people. She wants to create opportunities for all Americans. Trump, on the other hand, believes in an economy that benefits the few at the expense of the many. He's more interested in helping his wealthy friends than he is in helping working families. Section 8. The power of concrete solutions. Harris's focus on concrete solutions is resonating with voters. People are tired of empty promises. They want to see real action. They want to know that their leaders understand their struggles. Harris is offering that. She's not just talking about problems, she's offering solutions. She's laying out a clear vision for the future. This is what leadership looks like. Section 9. Public and expert reactions. Harris's economic plan has been met with positive reactions from the public and policy experts. Polls show that a majority of Americans support her proposals. Economists praise her plan for its focus on long-term growth and sustainability. Of course, not everyone is on board. Republicans and conservative commentators have criticized Harris's plan. They claim it's too expensive. They say it will stifle economic growth. But these arguments ring hollow. Section 10. The Times Siena Poll. A turning point. This recent poll has captured the attention of political analysts and the general public alike. A recent Times Siena poll shows Harris with a 4-point lead over Trump. This is significant. For the first time, Harris is not just closing the gap, but actually leading in this crucial poll. It's the first time Harris has led in this poll. This lead is not just a statistical anomaly, it represents a potential shift in voter sentiment. It suggests that her message is breaking through. Her campaign has been focusing on key issues that resonate with a broad spectrum of voters. The poll also shows that Harris is winning on the issue of the economy. This is particularly noteworthy because economic concerns are often a decisive factor in elections. This is a major shift. For months, Trump has held the advantage on this issue, often touting his economic policies as a cornerstone of his campaign. For months, Trump has held the advantage on this issue. His rallies frequently highlight economic achievements and promises for future growth. But Harris's focus on the cost of living is changing the dynamics of the race. She has been addressing the everyday economic struggles that many Americans face, from rising healthcare costs to affordable housing. Her approach is resonating with voters who feel left behind by the current administration's policies. By zeroing in on these issues, Harris is not only gaining support, but also redefining the economic debate. Small business owners, in particular, have responded positively to her proposals. Her plans for tax relief and support for local businesses are seen as practical solutions to real problems. Additionally, her stance on healthcare, another critical issue, is gaining traction. Voters are increasingly concerned about the rising costs and accessibility of healthcare services. Harris's comprehensive healthcare plan aims to address these concerns, making it a central theme of her campaign. This multifaceted approach is helping her build a broad coalition of support. As the campaign progresses, it will be crucial to see if Harris can maintain and expand this lead. The coming weeks will be a test of her campaign's ability to sustain this momentum. With the election drawing closer, every poll, every speech, and every debate will be scrutinized. The Times Siena poll may indeed be a turning point, but the race is far from over. The next few months will be critical in determining whether this lead can translate into a victory. For now, Harris's campaign has reason to be optimistic, but the road ahead remains challenging. As we move forward, the focus will be on how both campaigns adapt to this new landscape. Will Harris's message continue to resonate, or will Trump find a way to regain his footing? Only time will tell. One thing is certain, this election is shaping up to be one of the most closely watched and hotly contested in recent history. The stakes are high and every move counts. Section 11. The road ahead. As we look forward to the future, the path ahead is filled with uncertainty and potential. The political landscape is ever-changing, and the stakes have never been higher. The 2024 presidential race is far from over. With each passing day, new developments unfold, and the dynamics of the race shift. Candidates are tirelessly campaigning, hoping to sway undecided voters and solidify their base. There are still several weeks to go. Anything can happen. The countdown to Election Day is ticking, and every moment counts. Political commentators are analyzing every move, and campaign volunteers are working around the clock to ensure their candidate's message is heard. But Kamala Harris has the momentum. Her campaign has been gaining traction, and her message is resonating with a broad spectrum of voters. Her ability to connect with people on a personal level is one of her greatest strengths. She's running on the right issues. From healthcare to education, from climate change to social justice, Kamala Harris is addressing the concerns that matter most to Americans. Her policy proposals are detailed and well thought out, offering real solutions to real problems. She's offering the right solutions. Her plans are not just promises, they are actionable steps that can bring about meaningful change. Whether it's improving the economy, reforming the criminal justice system, or expanding access to affordable healthcare, Kamala Harris has a clear vision for the future. If Harris can continue to connect with voters on the economy, she has a real chance to win this election. Economic issues are at the forefront of this campaign, and voters are looking for a leader who can navigate these challenging times. Kamala Harris's economic policies are designed to support working families, small businesses, and the overall growth of the nation. The American people are looking for a leader who understands their struggles and is ready to fight for them. In these uncertain times, people want someone who can empathize with their daily challenges and offer practical solutions. Kamala Harris's background and experience make her uniquely qualified to address these issues. Kamala Harris is that leader. Her dedication, passion, and unwavering commitment to the American people set her apart. As we move forward, the road ahead may be uncertain, but with leaders like Kamala Harris, there is hope for a brighter future.